Lusternia, Age of Ascension presents Ask Estarra.
Hello, this is RM French. This is the first episode of Ask Estarra. So I'll be taking questions and hopefully answering them to your satisfaction. And I'm wearing my second Lusternia t-shirt, which is a failing. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see who is around, if there's anyone around to ask us anything at all. Hello?
Hello, Estarra. It's Caffrey the Cartography.
Hi, Caffrey. Go ahead. Tell me your question.
The first question is, we've gone above the basin, below the basin, and all through the plains and the spaces in between. A few years ago, you posted somewhere that you felt there are still plenty of areas to explore within the basin. Is that still your view? Do you ever see us going outside the basin? And has the world outside the basin recovered from the Solus attacks? Or is it still a lifeless wasteland? I'm very curious.
What a great question. Let's see if Estarra is around to answer that one. Estarra?
Hello, puny mortal.
Hi, Estarra. Can you go ahead and answer the question?
The basin of life was created in 3 circles. The first circle, as you can see, covers the inner sea and the Sea of Despair, as well as the Balic Swamp. The second circle covers the roads that connect the cities. The Southern Highway, the Imperial Road, Aquaberry, and the Alabasta Road. The third circle is around the mountains. Now, the idea of building in Lusternia is to have the 3 circles connect all the areas within the basin, so it's easy to navigate and easy to build upon. My concern has always been if there were enough built areas to make the basin worthwhile to adventure in. So therefore, I've always been concerned with adding new areas either around the mountains, around the roads, or within the center circle, the seas, or the areas in between to connect them. Like, for instance, Veracruz Valley is connected between the mountains and the roads, I believe. Or is that the roads and the sea? One of the two. So we will continue to be building within the basin. The Scorched Desert is theoretically outside of the basin, as well as well, really not. The Gutty Gooch is kind of outside of the basin. So continue to look for more built into the basin. There is plans. When Lusternia was created, there was an entire map with 3 continents, 3 large continents, with the basin being the largest. Outside of the basin, it is not all wasteland and death, because during certain events, you have noticed that there have been adventurers or event creatures that have crossed into the basin. Comes to mind the Dwarven Warrior, I forget the name of the warrior society, but he was like the elite warriors that came outside of the basin. There's been some druids that came outside of the basin worshipping, if you remember, a certain nature spirit. So there is stuff going on outside of the basin. However, you can't go there because there's nothing built there. Eventually, I do want to see us to go outside of the basin, but only time will tell.
My second question, which is also kind of a geography question, is I've always been a bit confused about the nature of the plains. When astrology was released, it allows us for the first time to gaze on other planets. which to me suggests a solar system and space beyond Lusternia Prime. Because of that, I've always seen the planes as overlapping with Lusternia Prime, so like different phases of or wavelengths of existence that otherwise occupy the same prime space. Am I thinking along the right lines, or have I completely got it wrong?
Very intellectual question that is. The prime plane definitely has planets. Lusternia definitely has planets. There's definitely a solar system. There's probably a galaxy. However, the important point is Lusternia is the first world. Everything centers on the first world, the first moment of creation. That's how the elder gods are attracted, what the elder gods are attracted to, and where all the action is. The planets, now note that Sun and Moon, two celestial bodies, have spirits, great spirits. Could there be great spirits on the other planets? Big question mark, we don't know. Are there potentially great spirits for the other celestial bodies if they don't already exist? Maybe. The ethereal plane is definitely a reflection of the prime plane, especially when nature comes into the question, such as trees, plants, lakes. They're reflected onto the ethereal plane. At one point, we were going to have the entire basin of life reflected on the ethereal plane, but that was just too much, not going to happen. But the idea is there. Excuse me, my face is falling. Do the other planes exist as different vibrations within the same space? We don't know that. We do know that there is aether space, the space between planes, and the aether space is pretty darn big, as those of you who travel aether space know. It's just a question that we're not going to answer. There definitely are different vibrations on different planes. However, if the question is, do they exist in the same, is there a XY coordinate on prime plane that is duplicated on the elemental or astral or cosmic planes? That's something we're not going to answer. That's a big question mark. I'll leave it to the philosophers within the game to come up with their own theories. But that's all I'm going to answer on that one for now.
Final question. Considering Lusternia has been going for 5.5 years, has there ever been any point where you felt like stepping away from Lusternia? Or has your enthusiasm for taking Lusternia forward always been strong?
Sorry about that. I had to step away from Lusternia for a moment. So, this is Angel, my ironically named cat. She is not really an angel, believe me. And her butt is really actually in right. Sure, of course there's times when I just really just want to go away from Lusternia, just to get away, just to some space, especially if people are picking on me on the forums. I just want to sometimes go, oh man, I just need to see a movie or walk away. But if the question is, have I ever wanted to quit, the answer is no. I really do love Lusternia. It really is my life. I've done so much here. I mean, I've put so much into this place, this virtual place, that I can't imagine not being here.
And finally, thank you for making Lusternia a lovely place to explore and map. I look forward to future expansions. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, Caffrey, and to everyone out there, all you Lusternians, I love you all so much, and I can't wait to have more wonderful adventures with you and hope you have more wonderful adventures with us.